bit short of time, so if you can keep it short,
Okay,
that'd be helpful. I've got
think
one
I've
more I'm
got-
trying to fit in.
I think I've got a kind of idea of what I think Jack may be talking about in terms of separation from God. Back when I was a Christian, there was a lot of this talk, and one of the explanations I heard, I don't know if this is what you think, Jack, but it was along the lines of being separated from the purposes of God, so that in the sense that the theology of the church was particularly that the end of the world and death, etc., was earth being combined with heaven on earth, etc., but that people who were separated from God were people who could not enjoy or join in with God's purposes, God's plans, and was kind of on the outside of the heavenly society, as it were. Whether you would take that as sort of a metaphorical idea or not, I don't know, but that was the context in which separation from God was used back when I was a Christian. I don't know if that's how you understand it or anything like that. Just quick.
Well, apparently we wouldn't understand if he was able to answer that question, so shall we move on to your supplementary question?
Okay. The main question I wanted to bring up was that when you were talking about hell and judgment, and you mentioned people who did not wish to be in communion with God, that they would get what they asked for, essentially. I want to bring up the concept of Christians who do not believe in God, because I know some people who they call themselves moral Christians. They believe in the moral teachings of, say, Jesus or other church fathers, but they don't necessarily believe in an actual God. So in your mind, would those people be separated from God, whatever that means, or would those people be allowed to come into the heavenly realm, or however you define the opposite of separation from God? Is their disbelief in God something that will eliminate them from God's good afterlife, or is the fact that they followed certain tenets of the entity called Christianity?
Joel, thanks. I think we've got the gist of your question. Thank you very much for that. I'm going to ask Jack to respond to it. I am going to remove you now, though, because there's one more person I want to get on. But thank you very much for the call.
All right.
Jack, do you want to deal with that as I bring in the last caller?
Yeah, I'd like to do something real quick, and I'm hoping that you may grant me the freedom to do this for a moment. Will you allow for me to do what I would perceive you guys doing to me for a moment? Will you engage with me here for a moment? And let me help me to, in order for me to demonstrate this, I will ask you, Thunderfoot, what does rationality mean, Thunderfoot?
Rationality is the methodology of acquiring knowledge that delivers the goods.
Okay, and what does it mean? What goods need to be delivered?
It's about the methodology that creates models of predictive utility about reality.
Okay, but what are these goods that need to be delivered, though, that you speak of?
Well, the fact that we're stochastic beings that actually care about what happens in the future means that those who can actually predict what happens in the future have a selective edge, right? That's the origin. That's the reason why we try and discover things, Jack, right? And
so what is the reason? So when you say deliver the goods, you're meaning basically what you mean is
rationality is what delivers the expansion of the knowledge base of mankind.
So
religion doesn't do that. Dogma.
So rationality.
Is stasis. Right?
So rationality delivers the knowledge of mankind. That's what.
Yes.
Okay, you don't see that as being a little bit circular. So the knowledge of mankind. So rationality goes about delivering the knowledge of mankind.
May I remind you of my definition, Thunder?
Go.
My definition of rationality is not asserting things that are not evidently true.
And by evidently true, based upon whose standards, Aaron Rowe?
Doesn't matter whose standards, it's objective.
Based on what delivers the goods, Jack.
So it's about what I know. Gee, it delivers the good. I mean, how can I not get this delivers the good
Obviously,
thing, right?
Thunder,
exactly. How can you not? It is that simple, Jack.
I know. I don't know what it is about when someone says delivers the goods that I guess I'm just supposed to know what that means.
Yeah,
Darn me,
Jack,
I don't.
Jack, the reason that you're not living in a mud hut is because rationality
Delivered goods.
increased. Yeah, absolutely. Who do you think
Okay.
made the
Yes,
webcam
we
that you're
need
looking
to
into? Who do you think made that T-shirt with a printed logo on it? Who do you think made that hat? Your
Rationality
glasses.
delivers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
Absolutely. And I
so-
can tell you the other thing. Dogma is the antithesis of the growth
Okay.
of knowledge. Right?
That's
Where
fine.
there is religious dogma, you have asserted that you know exactly what the truth is and that you can
And
never
you've-
improve on it.
And
Right?
you've asserted exactly what
Dogma
you
is
determined to be
stasis.
the goods. The goods of the goods of existence for you are technology, right? That's the goods of existence.
I could clarify this so much more easily. Why don't you address
But Aaron Ra, but wait 1 second though. I mean, there's only one of me. I mean, why can't I harp on just one of you without you trying to expand forth Thunderfoot, right?
Well, I
Yeah.
think we've reached the conclusion anyway, Jack, that you just
I think
say
so.
that you don't
I think
you
so.
don't understand is all that you say. I mean,
No.
look, there is a reason why 2,000 years of Christianity resulted in
I'm not
little
talking
to
about
no
Christianity.
progress.
I'm just
There
asking
is
you about
no
rationality.
religion.
I'm just asking you about
I've
rationality.
told you again and again.
Delivers the
Rationality is the methodology that actually delivers the growth of knowledge, that which allows the best form of model forming models with predictive utility. It is those models with predictive utility that allow the
utility.
progress of society. Now, which
Predictive
part of
utility,
this? Which?
progress.
Yeah, bravo.
I just love all these words that you insert here with this. So the growth of knowledge that has the predictive utility so that we can have progress. Man, that was just really meaningful to me right there.
Okay.
Well, then why not try me? Let's see if I can-
Jack.
Well, Jack, which word did you not understand, Jack?
And which
Well,
do
I'd
you
like for him to
disagree with?
explain
Which
his
disagree with?
Thunder,
Thunder,
can I explain this to him, please?
was Thunderfoot's. Go
Actually,
ahead.
no. Let Jack come back. I just briefly. I just want to know, Jack, what part of this do you disagree with?
Well,
I mean,
it's not
you
disagree.
just come out with this sort of piety, sort of. Those are very lofty words, but
yeah,
they're so
very nice
meaningful.
words. I like that.
But Jack,
Predictive
where do
utility
you?
and-
No, I'm after the content here, Jack. The content.
Exactly. The
Where
content.
do you disagree with what I said?
I'm trying to understand what exactly you said. That's
Which
my
word do you
problem.
not understand,
Let's see.
Jack?
Right.
First of all, these words are built upon a particular philosophical assumption regarding
They
what
are
it
words,
is.
Jack. Which one do you not understand?
He talks about the growth of knowledge. Okay,
What do you not
religion-
understand about
Demonstrate
that?
Somebody
he has
give
to
me a chance
explain
to
it.
this guy. I could teach him. Thunder, I don't think you're doing a very good job. Let the
Oh.
substitute step in.
Okay, go.
Thank
Okay,
you.
so tag team,
Jack.
in comes Aaron Ra.
Now let's imagine that your philosophy is a little different than what it is. Let's imagine that your philosophy is my philosophy, and my philosophy is only
it's
that
not.
I do not want to be deceived.
But we
No,
don't
it's
share
a
the same
philosophy.
philosophy.
What?
We don't share the same philosophy, though.
Right. So you're going to have to imagine and think out of your box.
Okay, but wait. So
And you're
if
going to
you would
imagine.
have,
Wait.
but I
you're
have a
gonna
question
imagine.
though. If you
You're
if
gonna
you would have
imagine.
imagined, if you would have imagined and thought
All right, don't
outside
hear
of
the
your
question.
box, if you would have imagined that God was real and thought outside of the box, do you think I would have had as much problem trying to? Do you think my response to you would have been meaningful?
I can imagine
I think
that
so.
Daffy Duck is real. You'd be surprised at
Yeah,
what an imagination
exactly.
I have.
But you want me to
that
do it
doesn't
now
address
for
the
you.
question.
You want me to do it now for you? That's convenient. You guys have already
I can do
demonstrated.
it for you. I already
Thank you.
have.
No, you guys have
Now I'm trying to
demonstrated
give
very
you an
well.
opportunity to do the same. Now imagine that your perspective, like mine, is only that you do not want to be deceived. Now, how do you go about that?
And
What if
by deceived, we mean
I'm going to clarify. What if what you believed didn't matter? All that mattered was why you believe it. And you would entertain any number of possibilities, but you don't want to commit to anything that is not adequately supported and therefore is not likely true. Understand the correlation. Not adequately supported means not likely true. Do you get that? You understand that correlation there? Okay? So we get some guy. We ask questions. He professes to know that which no one even can know, but that he can't answer a question, neither in the positive nor in the negative, nor can he give a definition or an explanation of anything. And then when we show the scriptures, which are supposed to detail all of this, the scriptures are in they're inconsequential too, because what they say is all a matter of interpretation, and words then become transient as well. You ask the definition of rationalism. Rationalism means not asserting what is not supported. And then you say, well, by whose standards? It's objective, Jack.
Okay, so by whose standards then? When you say it's objective, I have a question. If you say it's objective, then you mean that. So when I say I'm speaking rationally,
Right.
where's this objective standard? I just want to know, where can I touch this objective standard? Where can I read a book about this objective standard?
Jack,
I want Aaron Ra to respond.
Okay, it can be independently corroborated. It isn't just your opinion. It
So the
isn't just
objective
anyone's
standard.
opinion.
So the
It's
objective
not an
standard.
opinion at all. It can be
Objective-
verified independently, regardless of someone's prior belief system.
So the objective standard, which is of rationality, can be independently verified of other people.
Right.
Yes.
So rationality is objective because
Jack, children can grasp these concepts. They are not difficult.
I
And you
know,
said-
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking when I was talking to you guys about separation from the presence of God. I was like, people in the church grasp what I'm saying, but
If
you
you
guys
can't
don't.
explain it to an 8-year-old, then how do you explain it to a handful of rationalists like ourselves? You have to be able to give it. If
Church
you can't give a
understand.
description, a
People in the
positive,
church
a
understand
negative,
what
or
I'm talking about.
definition,
You don't.
you can't give an analogy. You can't give an example. Can you
I
give anything?
demonstrated my point. You guys wanted to play the game. I flipped the tables. I play the game with you. You don't like it very much, do you? I don't think so.
Wait,
All right. On
wait.
that note, and given the time, I'm pulling stumps on this show.
Okay.
Can I thank everyone who has turned up, everyone that has been involved, everyone that called in?